Hey guys, it is Amy with Crafts by Amy. I'm on a couple minutes early so that I can get shared out and trying to decide if I want to print this page I have on my computer or not. I'm trying to decide, you guys. Of course, this thing is going to do this again. What is wrong with my phone? I have no idea what is going on right now. I have no idea what is going on right now, you guys, so I'm trying to fix it. Okay, I think it is fixed. I don't know why my phone keeps doing that. I don't know why I got completely kicked off. But thank you for sharing me out, Yadi. That has never happened. The the phone thing has happened, but the getting completely knocked out of the system has not. So I'm in a journal event today, and I did post yesterday, and I asked you guys which journal you would like to see me finish today. And most people wanted to see this one, my Made in the 80s journal. So that's we're gonna work on some stuff in this today. So before me was Miss Vicky with This Chick Crafts, and I am the last presenter in the event. So I am going to start off by showing you guys some things. So I pulled out a piece of paper for all of the colors of the rainbow because I want to do a waterfall for my Rainbow Bright section in this journal. And then I have the strawberries that I thought about using. I'm not really sure. And I have all my stickers out. Hey, Miss Sue. So this is my paper that I'm using as my base for my waterfall. It's just a image from Canva. It's just a rainbow. And I did a different transparency so it wouldn't be so in my face. So for those of you that have never seen that, hey, Miss Vicky, my journal. It has a strawberry shortcake signature in it. It has a Rainbow Bright signature in it. And it has a Care Bears one. And I originally was going to do them all individually and decided to just put them all in one journal. So all the pages are different types because I did them all differently. Hey, Melissa. So it has some stuff in it. Doesn't have a ton. Like I said, I have my stickers. And I did think about making these little, I'll show y'all what I did. I already did it with one of these. Let me find the page. So this was just a little hidden paper clip. And I just cut out some figures and stuck it in there because I made a little pocket on the front of it. But that's not what I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you guys this. So when I first started designing my journal kits myself, like this one, it came with this print or cutout for a tiny, tiny card. So I put some magnets on it and turned it into like a bookmark. I didn't put anything on top of it, but that doesn't matter to me. I want this journal. I just thought it would be a cool bookmark. So it's sideways, it can go on the side of the book and you can find it easily. So I did that for that one with that strawberry shortcake one. And this is one that I made for Rainbow Bright. That's a bigger hidden paper clip. It also has a pocket, and I shoved this little envelope in it with Murky and Rainbow Bright. So this is a hidden paper clip, you guys. Hey, Miss Brenda. So I have that. And I did one of those envelopes in this one, I think. Yep. So I just had an envelope that was this leopard print. And I just did this. Hey, Miss Carla. Yep, I'm across the bayou. So I was thinking of doing one in the Care Bears. So I saw this one first and I was like, oh, I could use it as a magnet thing at the top. But then I found this one. So y'all let me know, should I do another one like this that's going to go on the side? Or should I do one that'll go on the top? Either way, they're both pockets. So y'all let me know. Side or top? Side or top? So while y'all are deciding on that, because that will only take a few seconds to put some magnets in there. That's not that going to take that long. I'm going to measure these little things because I don't know what size they are. I could just pull out the paper pad. They are 3.875 by 3.875. Because I need to cut my sheet to fit those. And I'm also going to probably use my tab punch to make the pull part at the bottom, if needed. So let me just grab my magnets. And I'm just going to take two of my magnets out of my little... Okay, seriously, why is only one of them coming? Okay, that's how you want to be. Magnets like to stick together, in case y'all didn't know that. Well, Yadi said side, so we'll do the side one. I'll save this one and put it back in the journal. So all I did was I took my envelope, I opened it up, and I'm using B7000 because it's a magnet and I want it to stick really well. I don't want it coming off. So I'm just going to put a little bit of my B7000 in the center. I'm going to grab my tweezers. This is two of them, just so y'all know. It's two magnets. So it picked up my thing, so I'm not getting glue all over my hands. There, that's better. So I can kind of center it in the middle. And pull my tweezers off of it. It doesn't matter to me if it's perfectly centered, you guys. And then I'll put some glue on the other side and close that part down. So we'll just let this dry for a second, and while it's drying, I will cut this to be, I think I'm just going to do 4 inches. So it's 8.5. I kind of want the middle part. I'm trying to think how much I need to cut off each side. So I want the middle 4 inches. So 8.5 minus 4 would be 4.5. So 4.5 divided by 2 is 2 1/4. So I'm going to cut 2 1/4 off here. And then I'm going to cut 4 inches here. And I'll have my middle of my page like I needed. And I'll have 2 pieces that are, apparently I didn't measure well because they're not both the same size, and they should be. But that should be a good size for us to be able to do our fold. So I'll let this dry for a few seconds, and then I'm just going to put a little bit more of my B7000 because, you know, for those of you that shop online, B7000 is literally just like E6000, except you can probably find it cheaper. And I just pulled out the tip on this thing, and I was just trying to wipe it off. And I pulled my little tip out. Just so y'all know, you can put the tip back in and it's fine. And then we just press the top part down. And then we will just leave that over here, sitting over there to make sure it sticks. It stays. And I don't think I have close to me is binder clamps, so I'm just going to use a binder clamp to keep it down to make sure it stays. So I don't know if I'm going to use these two. These are the colors of Murky and Lurky, for those of you that don't know, from Rainbow Bright. They're the villains. But I did pull them out just in case. I might do something with them later. But what I want to do first is I want to, I think, round all of the edges. Hey, Daisy. I saw you in Miss Vicky's comments, and then my comments weren't refreshing, so I changed devices, and then they finally were. I was like, I don't know if she said hi, and I feel retarded if I say hi again. So I think what we're gonna do with these is, let me find my sticker book, my Rainbow Bright one. I think for each of these, we're gonna do a sticker of each of the color kids and their sprite. So I have a couple to choose from. For this is Red Butler, and his sprite's name is Romeo. So we'll put him on this. And then we have Lala, and she doesn't really have any. She has one image where she's with her sprite, which I think his name is Mango. No, you can't touch the mango. And this is Canary Yellow. I forget what hers is. I forget what her sprite's name is. Patio Green and her sprite. Buddy Blue. His is Champ. This is Indigo, and hers is Hammy. And then they skip all the way back here to get to Shy Violet. And I'm like, why? Why is she like all the way back here right after the evil people? So this is Shy Violet, and hers is IQ. So I think we're going to take a sticker from each of them and put one on each of them. So I do want to round the corners, I think. So we're just going to round the corners on everything real quick, including the paper that we're going to be putting them on. I'm just using the 4mm rounder, which is the least rounded of all of them. Hey, Amanda. And I know Miss Teresa keeps telling me that I need to put tape on the bottom so that it catches my corners, but I don't listen well. Plus, I have a little table vac, and it'll get these up really easily. So I pulled this one for Indigo, this one for Violet. Shy Violet is her name. It's funny, all of them have like two names except for Indigo. Indigo only has one name. So we've got Shy Violet, we got Buddy Blue, we've got Patio Green, we've got Canary Yellow. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for sprinkling. Canary Yellow. We've got Lala Orange. And Red Butler. So yeah, Indigo was the only one that does not have a second name. She's just Indigo. She's also the only one that looks like she's of Asian descent. I'm not saying anything, but she looks like she could be from a Middle Eastern country or an Asian country. She's the only one that doesn't look like a white kid, let's just say that. So I need to count to see how many I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to have to make 7 folds on this paper to be able to make it move. And I'm going to have to get a piece of paper to use to do the band across it to keep it in place. Well, not to keep it in place, but that's how you move the mechanism from what I remember. So the first thing I'm trying to remember is how the heck you do this. This page is obviously too long. So first thing we should probably do is figure out where we're going to put it in the journal. If I could get it off of here, that would be great. So I definitely need to cut it down. So the corner rounding was kind of pointless just now. See, I have tons of pages in here that I haven't really done anything with, like all of them. There's a ton of them that don't have anything on them. Maybe we'll do it on one of these back pages. Oh, I didn't show y'all this, but I did this. That's Lurky and Murky, and I did stamps. I did Bad to the Bone, because they're the villains in the show slash character line. I have no clue what this is. Okay, well, we're just going to put it on one of these pages. I don't know which one, but we're just going to put it on one of these. So I need to get it down to 8.5. 8.5 by 4. So I need to trim it some. And then re-round the corners. And since I have to trim it some, I'm going to trim some off the bottom and some off the top so that the little swirl thing is still in the middle. So let's see. I need to cut it down to, it's 11 right now. I need to cut off 3 inches to get it to be 8 inches. So I'm going to cut off 1.5 inches. I didn't need to pull this apart. 1.5 inches. And I'm just going to save those pieces for maybe an ATC card or I don't know what, but something. Okay. Now that I've got that fixed. So I did it shorter than what the page is. Just a little bit. So we'll see how this works. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but y'all have, for anybody that's watched me before, y'all have seen where I just try things live. I never try them beforehand. And sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. So, yeah, it's a good thing I have no math. I had to take a lot of math classes when I was in college, so math is probably my strongest subject. I also got a math award when I was in junior high, so there's that too. So I'm going to get out my pokey tool. I don't think I'm going to need it, but let's decorate our little cards before we do anything with them. So I might do their names on the cards. I'm not really sure. I haven't 100% decided yet, but we can at least pick out the sticker we want to use. So for Red Butler, we have running, roller coaster, and car. So y'all let me know in the comments, 1, 2, or 3. 1 is going to be running, 2 is going to be roller coaster, and 3 is going to be the car. So y'all let me know in the comments which one we should use for him. And if I do put their names on there, I will probably, I'm gonna use my stamps, obviously. And I'll probably just use like black ink so it shows up on all of them. I do have white ink somewhere, but I'm not sure how that works. It's also one of the cheap ones. I think it was a Stampabilities one from Hobby Lobby. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So we've got 1 is running, 2 is roller coaster, and 3 is car for Red Butler and Champ. And I only have 1 Rainbow Bright book. I have 2 of the other ones. Carla says roller coaster. Okay, we'll do the roller coaster. So Red Butler and Champ are on a roller coaster. So I'm going to put the roller coaster kind of at an angle down at the bottom. And we can try and put other things on here. I want to look up their Carlene said roller coaster too. I know you're not dishing. This isn't even from Hobby Lobby. These papers are from Hobby Lobby, but this came from Amazon because they don't sell the Rainbow Bright one. But I do have, this one's from Hobby Lobby, and the Strawberry Shortcake one is from Hobby Lobby. But they don't sell this one, and neither does Michael's. Michael's sells both of these now, but they don't have the Rainbow Bright one either. So we'll put Red Butler in his corner, And then we'll go to Lala. And I think I said Lala only has one of the images where she's with her sprite, so we're just going to use that one. And all of these stars that are on these pages are stickers. And I'll hold it up in a second for y'all to see what I'm talking about. This is where the pokey tool comes in handy so I don't rip the stickers. And hello, Carlene. So we'll put Lala down here with Mango. So all of these little things, the music notes, the stars, the moon, the balloon, the clouds, they're all stickers on this page. I know you can't really see them that well because they kind of blend in with the background. But, yep. And then this one, I think that this is... No, we've got two to choose from on this page. But they're literally the same image. So, y'all let me know. Big or small? Because it's the same image that they did on this page with this. So you got this one's the big one, and this one's the small one. So y'all let me know in the comments, big or small, for Miss Canary Yellow. I always liked Canary Yellow when I was a kid because she had leg warmers. And leg warmers were so cool back in the 80s. Like, if you weren't around in the 80s, but they were a thing back then. Yadi says big. I kind of like all of this. So it has like this rainbow waterfall looking thing. This one, like a sprinkle of stars. Okay, we've got two boats for big, so we'll go with the big one. This one apparently cut through the whole page. Because normally I would not need my pokey tool for this right now at the bottom, but it went through the whole page. So we'll put Canary down in the corner. So did Miss Carla. Miss Carla graduated high school the year I was born. Next, we've got Patio Green. So I don't remember what her sprite's name is, but we've got either the watering flower one or the stars. That's funny. This is the same as this, except they cut off the sprite in the corner up here. But it's literally the same image. It's just, she's just watering her frog, and up here the sprite is up there laughing at her watering the frog. I think I want to use the one in the bottom where she's throwing the stars up in the air. I like that one. I'm not even gonna make y'all vote on that one. So we're putting Patio Green and her little sprite down here. It's gonna drive me nuts that I don't know their names. So I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm gonna see if I can actually print it out. Let's see. Drop no files. So next one is Buddy Blue. So apparently they don't have a lot of images of them with the sprites because, again, he's jumping over the rainbow. He's jumping over the rainbow with the sprite. So I don't know, like, if the sprites just weren't, like, very popular when they were doing images, or they were always apart. Like, this one is the same as this. They just took the rainbow out of the picture. I am pulling up my junk journals because that's where this is. Junk journal. Where is Rainbow Bright? Rainbow Bright, see a shooting star. That's the only part of that song I know. Hey, Miss Grace. I love the journal that you were working on to take to your daughter's house. That was so cute. I am trying to find my Rainbow Bright journal because I want to know the names of all of these little sprites. And I cannot remember all of their names. Even though I just looked at this thing not that long ago. Okay, why am I not seeing my journal in here? I know I have it. Okay, maybe I put it under cartoons. No, that's definitely not it. Why am I not seeing this? That's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, it's under the Hallmark one. Let's see, that's the page that it's on. So we're gonna use the rainbow jump-in one because that's the only one that I have that has both of them together. And I'm gonna have to use this because it doesn't want to come up right here. And I don't want to rip my stickers because I only have one of these sticker books. So let's see. We can pull him up with his sprite. And put him in this corner. They're running towards the finish line. It's been working out so far with using these and being able to put them towards the corner. So this is indigo. And the images of indigo are the same, so we've got that same situation, big or little. Oh, okay. This is Champ. Bloody Blue's thing is Champ. Red Butler's is Romeo. Mango was Lala's. Spark is Canary Yellow's. Lucky makes sense. Patio Green. Her sprite's name is Lucky because, you know, her name is Patio Green. If that doesn't scream Irish and Luck of the Irish to you, I don't know what does. So I've got big or little on this page. And then I've got to find her, the next one, all the way in the back somewhere. It's past like all of this stuff. I don't know why. Yadi says big. And then I think this is the only one on this one where I have her. So let's do the big one. And for those of you that don't know, well, now Carla's saying little, so it would be opposite. Honestly, the little one's the same as Buddy Blue. I am going to put it on this side, though. That's how I've been doing all of them, like opposite. And it's on an angle because I don't know how to put things flat. And like I said, this one is IQ. A little smart. Because Shy Violet's the little quiet, smart one. I wish I could find like Rainbow Bright stamps. I think I might have a star stamp. I know I have a star stencil. And I think I've used it for this before. So now we've got all of ours with the images on it. So now we can, I can either write on this part, put their names in there, and I'm trying to say things and they don't want to come out of my mouth. The color kid and their sprite's name, or we could leave it blank. What do y'all think? We do still have to score the paper, but that's not going to be a hard thing to do. So should we stamp their names on here, or should we leave them with just room to write? And while y'all are thinking that, I'm going to get my scoring tool that I like to use. And trying to think of how this is supposed to be. I haven't made one of these in a while. Probably should have made this shorter. Because I know I have 7. And I need to do a 1/2 of an inch for each one. So that would be, what, 4.5, something like that. So I don't really need all of this room. I just need enough to... So I'll definitely probably won't need to make a tab at the bottom. I definitely probably won't need to make a tab at the bottom because it's gonna be long enough to pull. by itself. So I should be able to pull it. I won't need to make a tab. So y'all let me know if I should stamp their names on the pages while I'm doing this. So I'm just going to score it every half of an inch until I get to 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was off. 5. I think this one was off too. That's what happens when you don't, That's what I was thinking, Carla. I don't write in my journals either. So I didn't print anything on the back of this, but that's not going to bother me. And I did make this slightly wider than these because they're 3.875 inches and I made this 4. But I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't about to try and calculate what the next number was that's closest to 3.875. Yes, I do numbers, and yes, I do calculate things, but that was just beyond me. This is not being flat for some reason. It's not lining up. It could be because I like moved the paper, so I'm just going to use my bone folder to press it down on this side. And it does look crooked right there. I don't know why it looks crooked because it's not. Actually, it was crooked. It's like I don't know how to hold paper against the top of this thing. For anybody wondering, that little scoreboard was from Hobby Lobby. They also sell them at Michael's, but the one at Hobby Lobby is cheaper. Just saying. I have both of them because I misplaced this one. And I figured I might as well try the one from Michael's when I misplaced this one. And I had a coupon for like 40% off a single item. So I used it on that. I would never pay full price for anything at Michael's because their stuff is so much more expensive compared to Hobby Lobby stuff. In case y'all didn't know that. And the reason you want to make sure that these are folding back and forth easily is because if you don't, you're not going to be able to move your waterfall. And yes, my table is squeaking and driving me nuts. You want to make sure that it's very creased when you're doing this. And so you want to fold it both directions to make sure it's creased. And these top ones were already creased a little bit because I had already done the top ones. Okay. We got all this folded. We can stamp their names. Let me get my stamps. I'm just going to lean this against that. Put this back in the drawer. Put my little tip thing back on my pokey tool because these are very sharp, and if you poke yourself with them, you could break the skin and bleed. I did have cord out because I was thinking about doing a dangle, but I'm not going to do that right now. I do want to show you guys. I did find, so Hobby Lobby now has Rainbow Bright, the Ninja Turtles, the Aristocats, and something else. I collect charms. One of these days I'm going to do dangles. I don't know when. But they finally got the charms. They've had Care Bear ones. So this is my Care Bear that I had when I was a kid. It was the little green one with the shooting star on its stomach. I forget what its name is. I had that one. And then These are some of the Rainbow Bright ones that I have. I think she got mixed up in, yep, sure did. So I have these Rainbow Bright ones. Aw, thank you, Miss Carla, that's so sweet. So I have two different ones. One of them was from a bracelet, which is this gold one. And then this was just a set of charms on the silver one. So I have those. And I have Snoopy. I haven't done my Snoopy journal. They are. But I don't buy them all at one time. I have Winnie the Pooh ones. I have Looney Tunes. I have Snoopy ones. And sometimes it's cheaper to buy a charm bracelet and take the pieces off. If you just need like the main characters from something and you can find the charm bracelet. And then y'all, the Rainbow Bright ones are so freaking cute. Hey Mary, welcome. We're working on a waterfall and I'm just showing you guys my charms that I have. So we've got Twink on a moon. We've got her horse Starlight. Let me hold it like that because you could probably see it better. And then there's a rainbow. And then how cute is Rainbow Bright? She is like my favorite. I love her. It's just because she's so colorful. I do have a ton of stuff. I do also have Star Wars in there. I don't know if I'm ever going to make a Star Wars journal, but I bought it because I liked R2-D2. Okay, so like I said, I think I'm just going to use black. And see if we can find her name. So we've got to have Shy Violet. Violet. Yeah, I don't have any of this stuff like organized. There is Shy. Violet, and her sprite's name is IQ. So I'm looking for capital letters for that because his name is just 2 letters. And I should be able to find a Q. There's an O for Violet. I really need to start organizing these again because this part's going to take forever trying to find these letters. There's the I, the capital I we need. Here is my T. E-I-O-L. I need an L. E-I-O. L-T. Need my V and my L. Here's my V. V. I need a Q and an L. Q and an L should not be that difficult to find, but my stuff is no longer, organized. And I'm running out of room in the lid. Let's take the rest of these out. None of those letters is what I was looking for, so. Okay. Oh, that'll come in handy because I need it to space. I need spaces. Spacers. Okay, well, I must have seen it and not pulled it because I don't see an L and I don't see my Q. Here's Q. And I know I have an L. Here's the L. Violet. Shy, and then we're going to put the spacer. So we've got her name. Her name is Shy Violet. And yeah, the Y is capital like that, but I don't think there are any that look smaller than that. I think those are the only ones I could find. I'm going to look to see if I can find a different one real quick, but I don't have high hopes. Because that's what I used on the end of the word May, was that one, I think. I can pull that off of there. You see, this is the other Y. Maybe this is supposed to be the lowercase one. I don't know. They don't look that much different to me. I guess it is slightly different. Okay. So we've got Shy Violet and IQ. Now I need to get my ink. We'll just use this one. This is Dewdrop by Memento. I got these when they were on. I got these when Joanne was going out of business. So her name, Shy Violet. It was a set of these. It was like this, green, red, and I think brown. So if you turn your stamps over and do it like this, you're less likely to get stuff all over the bottom. I'm not saying you won't, because I see stuff on the bottom where it shouldn't be. But you can easily wipe that off with a paper towel. I just ripped a tiny piece off of my paper towel. And if you don't press too hard when you go to stamp this down, you're not even going to notice that you did that. We've got her name, Shy Violet. And we've got the sprite's name. And I just got ink all over my finger. I could find like an ampersand, but I'm not. I'm just going to put IQ underneath her name. So there's our first one, or our last one, I guess, because they are opposite. I'm hoping Indigo and her character Hammy shows up on here. So I'm just going to get out a baby wipe. I clean off my stencils after I use them. I mean stencils. I do clean my stencils after I use them. But I also clean my stamps. Also, since we're doing so many of these, we don't know what letters we're going to need that we just used. And so I want them to be clean for when I need to use them. I'm just drying them off with a paper towel real quick. And I'll just put this aside. So her name is Indigo, so we need the I, which we just used. Let's see, I. Where is an N? N. Here's an N. Nope, that's a U. And one way you can tell if these are the facing the wrong way is they won't click together correctly. Let's see. This is definitely an N. And I need this G, so I-N-D. I-G-O. I-G-O. Where is D? D. Yeah, I used to have these all together, but it got to be too much. That one is... I think that's a Q. I need that one out, so... Because the sprite's name is Hammy, so I need my H. What letter is this? That's a D. So we've got Indigo, and I need Hammy. I need M. I got an M here. I need an A. And another M. Ink on my fingers. M. Yep. Let's leave an A. I like these stamps because they do click together. But boy, do they take up a lot of room when you don't have them completely organized. Is this an A? Yep. Okay. Need this Y. Okay. Where did I put H? H. A. M. M. Y. Hammy, that's the sprite's name. And N. I-N-D. I-G-O. Her name is Indigo. Okay. We're gonna hope this shows up. So I've got Indigo. It shows up to an extent. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Brenda. I don't have a set like that, but I have seen those. And this is Hammy, who is her sprite. So we've got that one done. And we didn't have to space it because she doesn't have a second name. Her name is just Indigo. So this is Buddy Blue. So we're going to clean off their names. You especially want to clean them off if you're using black ink. Just saying. So we need Buddy Blue. This ought to be fun. I'm not worrying about this ink pad drying out. That's why it's still open. Because it's very much wet. I don't think it's going to dry out anytime soon. And his was Champ, right? Yep. Pulling the T for Champ. I know there's a spacer in here. I don't need this, but I probably will. Oh, I needed that letter. I can never okay, this is the capital P. I need an H, lowercase. Need an L for Buddy Blue. E. I know this part is probably boring, you guys. But at least you're seeing how not to organize your stamps. Let's see. I don't need this right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to need these letters later. H, I already have. Spacer. That one? No, I have that one. I am now looking for the letter U. Looking for my U and my B's. I got B's. I know I got B's. And there is, oh, BU. I've got part of his name, BU. Where are my D's? There's my other B. These are capital letters. I don't want capital B. Capital D, I mean. Okay. That's a Q. That's a B. I need a D. I got one D in Indigo. But his name has two. U-D-D-Y. And you can't really put these together until you have them all done, because I need to be able to glue them up at the top. I could have put their names down here, I guess. I probably should have put their names down there so you could see them. Because you're not going to be able to see that much up there. But I don't think Shy Violet would have fit next to this, and I would have had to do Buddy and Blue, and I don't really want to do that. So we got B, L. I need a U, because I've got my E, and I need a D. And my spacer. And I have one letter in Champ's name. This is getting ridiculous with me trying to find these letters. I'm looking for a B. Oh, I probably... Well, I've got an H, A, M, P for Champ. H, A, M, P. I thought I had a capital C. I don't see my C. I know which journal. I know which retreat you're going to. Well, I've got Champ's name now for the thing, but I still need a D and a U. And I know I have the letters. Because it comes with most of the letters that you use. I think that's a B. Most of the letters that you use, especially the ones that are like really popular letters in words, they have two on for each uppercase and lowercase. So now I've got Buddy Blue. I just need a U. Where is my U? Where are you? You're a vowel. There should be two of you. Pun intended. I mean, I have a capital one, but I don't want to use a capital letter. Ooh, fart. That's a G. Should not be this difficult to find the letter U. The letter of the day is U. This is so hard. Ooh, white cinnamon rolls are so good. Why am I not finding a U? I can find every other letter. Where did you go? There's a lot of jokes you can make about that letter. I don't know how you disappeared. And the thing with these is you cannot click the, if you have an N, you can't turn it upside down. It's not going to fit. You, where are you? Where are you? X. I have X. Capital letters that I don't need. I'm gonna be aggravated if they don't have the, They should have two of them because they have two of like every other letter in here. And it should definitely have two because it's a freaking vowel. And vowels are more common than consonants. I have an uppercase U. end up just putting a spacer in there and having to go back and do that word. I guess that's what I'm going to do, because I'm tired of looking for the rest of this word. So we're going to do his name. I'm going to clean the stencil off, and I'm going to move this over here. And we're going to repress. I don't know how it's going to work. I've never done that before. Actually, you know what? Let's just do his name, his first name, and then we'll just do his second part of his name. I now have ink all over my hand. I am horrible about this. So, buddy. And then we'll just take the U. Make sure it's dry. Change out that letter. And of course, I just dropped my paper towel on the ground. I am again trying to wipe off the excess because I don't want it all the way. And the blue. I will clean that. Clean that and that. And then I already have Champ's name on here, so get him finished. And I'm pretty sure both of those are dry by now because it's been a while since I've inked them, so I don't know what letters need cleaning anymore. This one definitely does because it's got black ink all over it. Okay, let's clean these off, dry them off. And her name is Patio Green. So this is going to be fun finding Patio Green. We've got our A. And we got a Y. And we've got an N and an E. And an E. Oh, that's not an E, that's an N. That's a U. Green. We've got our G. This is why I left some of these out, because I knew I was going to need them for other ones. D. That's a lowercase. I should have just done that to begin with in this thing, to be honest. Because I think I can close it with them like this. That's how they were in here to begin with. There's my owner. So I've got her last part of her name. Now we need to find an O and a capital P and a spacer and a second spacer. I hope y'all don't realize, I know y'all realize this, that this is not going to be finished right now, because, yeah, it's just not. RS. E. I know I was putting them upright, but I am getting tired of that for right now. P. There's an O. I don't need any of these letters. E. Nope. Where's the O? Here's an O. Oh, space here. Patty O. Green. I've got T here. I'm just looking for my P. I don't think that's capital though. Well, it has to be because that's capital. That's not capital. P-A-T. So I just need another T. That's capital. There's the other T. Oh, thanks for having me, Yadi. Sorry I didn't actually finish this journal, but this is a difficult journal to finish, quite honestly. So we've got Patio Green, and her sprite's name is Lucky. So got a U. We got the Y in here. I need a lowercase c. Okay. This is my U. So we've got uck. My Y is here. And where's the capital? After I finish this event, I'm going to go through all of these letters and fix them so that they're all standing up. Okay. I forgot to put a spacer in there. Spacer. Because her name is Patty O. Green. Not, oops, that went the wrong way. Patty O. Green. I don't have an apostrophe. That just, see, yeah, this definitely would not fit down at the bottom because her name is so long. Hey, Miss Julie, thank you for sprinkling. No, I am just inking, and I am going to come in with my paper towel piece to wipe some of the stuff off of the edges. Especially on the ones that are the spacer ones. You don't really want ink on those at all. Because if you press too hard, you're going to end up with ink in between, and it's not going to be. So I got Patio Green. And then Lucky is her sprite. I know I'm over. I was supposed to end a minute ago. But we'll at least get Patio Green finished. So we got Lucky and Patio Green. And I have Canary Yellow, Lala Orange, and Red Butler to finish. But I'm not going to finish it on this live because my time is up. I will finish it tonight, though, and I will post a picture once I get it all done on the waterfall. And yeah, it might be a video, like a reel or something, and I just knocked something over with my foot. But I will see you guys Monday. Bye, guys.